welcome back. To start off the episode, I want to go to manage rosters, and I want to go to captains and jerseys. I want to take a look at who the game has them. Daniel Sedin makes sense, probably the last year on the team. Horvat, I'm down to give him an assistant too. Hutton, no, I'm not going to take Hutton off. I'm not going to make him an assistant. I'm going to take that off of him, and I'm going to give it to William Nylander. Is that going to help him long-term develop? I really have no idea. It should give him a morale boost. Yeah, it gives him a bit of a morale boost. Again, I don't know if that's going to help him long-term grow, but it should give him a bit of a boost for the start of the season. Now, on the roster, where is Patrick? I think I'm going to give him sniper. Power. I like him as a power forward, but I'm going to try him out as a sniper. He does have great shot power. If his shot accuracy doesn't come up to par, if it doesn't come up to like an 87, I'm probably going to put him back. But for the time being, I think I'm going to put him to a sniper. And then, let me go to the AHL team and go back to that. I'm going to change Alex Nylander to a playmaker. Apparently his passing is off the radar. Apparently I missed that. Let me go down. Takes forever in this game to move around. Nylander. What's his passing? So yeah, 93 passing, 92 puck control. I agree. Put him to a playmaker. I definitely think he suits that better. I didn't take too much of an in-depth look at his stats because he's just not developed, but I'll put him to a playmaker. That should help him, get a few more points. I don't know if player types really do much in the game either. There's a lot of things that I think they help, but EA doesn't confirm any of them, so it is what it is. Now, in terms of the lines, I want to do something here. I am going to put Verge in the lineup. Let me take Erat out, I think. Who do I want to take out? Erat, Richards, or Upshaw? Yeah, I'm going to take Upshaw out. Now, I'm going to put Verge in. I'm going to put him with Nolan Patrick to start the season. He is a third liner. He is a rookie. So I'm going to play him on the third line. But as soon as I see him growing, I'm going to put him up a line and probably take Daniel to the third line. As soon as I see him start growing, whether that be natural or a morale growth, doesn't matter. I'm going to put him in the lineup. And then I got to put that guy back in the AHL, Upshaw. But before that, apparently some citizens of Vancouver are unhappy with the draft. They don't like what I did, so I am going to hopefully fix the draft mistakes. Now, where are the guy? I got Dellandrea and Robertson. Now, I'm going to keep Dellandrea because the top 9 forward, we could definitely use that. Robertson, at the moment, we don't have a use for him. So, I'm going to ship him off to Buffalo. They are looking to give up a medium elite player, Maxime Comtos, 19 years old at 76 overall. By next season, when he's 20 years old, he should be around 80 overall. You never know, he could fulfill his potential. His trade value is definitely up there. Would that go through 1-for-1? I'm not too sure if it would. I think I'm going to throw in Upshaw just to give him a player because I do believe they are a contender. I'm going to check in just a minute. They don't even want him, god damn it. They want Dorset. I'll give him Dorset. Yeah, they are a contending team, so, I'll give them Dorset. And since they are a contending team, are they looking to give up any draft picks? I don't need a high draft pick, but they don't have a third round pick. They got our second round. Yeah, can you give us our pick back? I'd appreciate that. Would that go through? It's just too far off. I do believe that would go through. Those two players for Comtos. Let me just try and get a 4th round pick and maybe a 5th round pick in. You can get decent players out of those picks. Let's go down and propose the trade. Trade accepted. Okay, so, looking back at the draft now, we got a top 9 forward and a medium elite player. You can consider it like that. Hopefully, that is going to make the team better. Let me just go to edit lines. Because I do agree, 2 top 6 players, a top 6 and a top 9 player for a 4th and a 5th overall. Is it the best? Hopefully that can please you guys a little bit more. And I believe Comtos is actually in the CHL, so he shouldn't even be playing in the minor league. Let me just check that out real quick. Where is Comtos? Yeah, he's in the CHL. But now it's looking better. In terms of guys that could maybe get close to a 90 overall, we've got Komtos, we've got Patrick, and Nylander so far. Maybe Alex Nylander, depending on how his progression goes. I'm not going to predict that yet, though, because he is a low potential at the end of the day. We could go through a couple years where he barely grows at all. He could end up being like an 81 overall, but we do have Nylander, so we got 3 guys so far that are looking to be on pace to be at around 88 plus overall, which would be fantastic, absolutely great. I said at the end of the last series with Montreal, I said, I think I need to get a few guys at 90. That's what the Islanders had, and it worked out for them. Let me go demanding. Okay, perfect. So we don't have anybody who doesn't like demanding. It looks like that is the way to go again. Erad, you want to talk to me? I don't even know what to do. Motivating, perhaps? He doesn't like the approach. Ay. I'm terrible with players. Nobody likes me at all. God damn it. So, let's get the season going. In terms of when we get near the trade deadline, I definitely think... Oh, we're in the preseason. I'll fast forward that. Well, not fast forward, but talk while I simulate it. In terms of the trade deadline and approaching it, I definitely think Verge could be on his way out. As soon as I start playing Nolan Patrick up a line... I thought I already did Russia. Who did I do? I did Russia, didn't I? I thought I scouted Russia. That's my bad. Not scouted, but I thought I had it preset to them. Oh well. I'm going to do the European players first. When you get into the later years, European players really start to pop out. You get some great ones. But as I was saying, once Nolan Patrick is upgraded to the second line, a bit weaker than normal again, that is fine. We should be a winning team this season. If not, around 500, I do believe. Waivers, yep. Once Patrick goes up and we bring Sedin down, we really don't have a use for Verge. It's not like we're going to be a cup contender anyway. I don't need to keep him just because he's a great player. I could trade him for another guy who might develop into something, a younger guy perhaps, trade him to a team that's contending for more of a prospect type player. I would like to have a winning season though, because of the fact we have Demko and Nylander as well. Tramkin is already injured. I don't even know who we're going to have to replace him. Let me take a look. So we got Philip Lawson up for depth. That's fine. I'll keep him on the NHL team. The AHL team should be fine. What do we got here? First round pick for Jokinen? Wait, is that our? Oh, our pick. Why would I want that deal? Why would I want Jokinen? No, he's 87. What? How is Jokinen 87 overall? That is fucked. I mean, his stats are good, but what? How can they give him an 87? I'd like to pick him up, but I'm not going to trade a first-round pick, especially the fact we don't know how we're going to do this so far. 1-2, 1-3 so far. I'd like to get some good wins so Demko can have a good season. I don't want him to have like a 3.5 goals against and like 850 save percentage. I'd like for him to have decent numbers. Tramkin's available to play again. After about each month, I'm going to be taking a look at stats. I really want to pay attention to that closely. I want to make sure Patrick and Nylander are getting the most possible. Hutton too, I'd like to see him develop a little bit more. He's probably going to be like a Branson, stuck at that 85 overall, 86, not going to get to the next overall level. If he could get to 86, that would be great though, to have two 86 guys on the top 4, two 84 guys on the top 6, and then we'd have an 87. Failed. Calgary beat us in our first meeting. Too bad there. Brandon Davidson, a D-man, 79. Usually I'd pick up these types of players, but we have a solid team for sure. How old is he? 27? I'm going to say no for now. We have the cap space to do it, but I just don't find a need to. I don't need him. We have a good AHL team. I'd like to keep the chemistry up. Apparently we don't have as good of a team as I thought. 3-4-1, not looking the best there for the Utica Comets. But again, we did bring up some good guys. We got Demko up, Nylander up, etc. I did sign guys in free agency, though, to make up for that, to keep that team competitive. As far as I'm concerned, you should never have a bad AHL team. So, in the AHL, don't need to worry about that. I mean, you're always going to have prospects coming up. At least you should. And even if you don't, I don't see why you wouldn't focus on the AHL team. I mean, it takes a bunch of two-way contracts. Why not? 5 or 6, 7, and 3 now. It's about what I expected. I'm not too mad. This is what I expected. I don't expect us to go above 500. I wouldn't be shocked if we did, because we do have a pretty decent team to go 500, but I don't expect us to have a top or a bottom 10 pick at all. I guess it would be top 10. That's weird. I don't expect us to have a bottom 10 team. I expect us to be on the verge of making the playoffs. We're probably going to be that tweener team. We're not bad enough to tank, but we're not good enough to make a playoff run, which it really sucks to be in that mold of a team, but it is necessary for the team that we have right now. It's necessary for Patrick and Nylander and Demko to grow. In a few years, we're going to be in cup contention, I believe. Verge and a first-round pick for Jokinen in 2 seconds. I'm going to say no. I'd like to ship Verge out. He is on the trade block, by the way. I can show you that in a second, but I don't need Jokinen at all. There's no point. We're not a contending team, like I said. So we are above 20 games in. Let's take a look at Patrick. Perfect. Leading the team in points. I'd like to see that for sure. Where is Nylander? Only 9 and 23. Damn it. He needs to have a better season. Where's Radulov has 14. Okay, that's interesting. So Patrick, he's got 18 points. Nick Shore's got 15. I don't know what to do about that. I might try and change up the lineup a little bit. I mean, Shore and Radulov are doing great. I don't know why Nylander's not performing as good as he could be. Let's go to goalies. Is Demko putting up decent numbers? 2.5 and 0.91. I'm fine with that. He's a rookie goalie. He's only like 83 overall. Can't really expect him to put up great numbers. I don't know what I'm going to do about Nylander, though. That's a tough one. I guess I'll put him down a line for now. I'm going to put him down to the second line. Atkinson, I'm going to keep Atkinson with him. Well, who has more points? He's got 9 assists and 6 goals. Sedin has 10 and 3. So yeah, I'll put Sedin back up to the top line. I'd like to put Nylander with Radulov, like I said, but it's just not working out for him. Radulov and Shore are getting the points, but Nylander's not. 9 points in 23 games played. That's not good enough for him to have good development. And for him to have good development is crucial to the team. I especially don't want him to drop off. Even if he stays at 86, it wouldn't be terrible. But I mean, he's on pace to be a medium potential guy and fulfill that. I want to try and get him to fulfill that for sure. Biega's been injured. AHL team, don't need to worry about that. After this month, I'm probably going to end it here just to get some opinions of the team. I don't know. It's an interesting season. Like I said, we're going to be a tweener team. I can't get excited about losses or wins. I just got to get excited about player stats at the end of the day. If we make the playoffs, I would be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked. I'd be surprised, though. I'd definitely be surprised if we made the playoffs. 10, 15, and 4, exactly what I felt we'd be. A little bit under 500, but still on the verge of 500. If we get a good win streak, we could definitely be at 500. It looks like we're keeping the puck out of the net pretty good, though. For the most part, at least. We've done Russia, we've done Sweden, now let's go to Finland. And they don't have many players, so 6 weeks should be plenty of time to get everybody scouted out there in Europe. And then I can just come back to North America for the final weeks, maybe for the off season. 13, 8, and 14. Jokinen again. I don't want Jokinen. I wish you could just tell a team. I don't want that player. God damn it. The game gets mad at you when you keep offering the same deal, but the game does that too. Oh, yeah. Let's check out team stats. Or not. Well, I guess we could check out team stats. We're 7th in our division, though. Are we close to being last in the league? I'd be kind of surprised if we were. I don't feel that we are going to be. Maybe 15th in the league? Never mind, we're 4th last in the league. But it's early in the season. If we go on a good win streak, we could easily jump to 20th. I mean, right now, we're only a few games back from being 22nd. Not going to look too much into that right now. Patrick's putting up the points for sure. 25. Maybe I should put him with Nylander. Nylander's up the points a bit. He's now at 16 and 36. He's about 0.4 points a game, I guess. Doing that quick math in my head. Patrick is playing great, though. 20 years old and he's that. It doesn't look like anybody's growing so far. That's fine to see. Radulov, of course, is putting up the points. I don't know. Maybe I should put Patrick up to the second line. I think I should. I mean, he's putting up the points as it is now. I mean, I don't see a reason not to. You could argue he's putting it up because of the line he's with. He is playing with Verge. I didn't take a look. What is Verge doing this year? Is he having a good season? 8 and 7. Okay. I'm gonna put him up a line. I'm gonna go Nylander, Patrick. Who's doing better out of Horvat and Shaw? Yeah, sure. I'm gonna do this then. I'm gonna go Horvat, Sedin, and Radulov. And then Patrick, Shaw, and Nylander for now. Nylander is a second liner, and Patrick is a third liner. I don't want to put him to the first line just yet. I feel like that will be a bit extreme to do that, but he is putting up good points. I mean, best on the team. I want to go a little bit more. One more month to go. I just want to see if that can up Nylander's points a little bit more. It is a solid chunk of games, though. We got 6, 9, 12. So yeah, 14 games played. That can have big implications on the point production they got. After these 14 games, I think that will give a better indication of not only the players, but the team and how they are. Like I said, a losing streak or a winning streak can define being last in the league or on the verge of a playoff berth. We are 3 and 2 so far. I'd like to go positive. I'd like to have a winning season. It would be good for the team. I don't need another top pick. If we do, it won't be the end of the world, but the defensive core are getting up there in age pretty quickly. In about 3 years, I think Tanev will be at around 31 years old. Gabranson, Hutton as well. And then Yolovi. He's also an X factor in this too. I'm going to take a look at the AHL progression as well. So we went 1, 2, Koivu, don't need him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Yeah, okay. We got 4 wins, 1, 2 shootout losses, and then a few losses in regulation. Silverberg for Spiza. That could be an interesting trade if Yolovi is having good production. Koivu again, don't need him. Finish off with a win. 2 losses in a row. 19, 25, and 6. It's good that we have a couple overtime losses that might give us a bit extra points to go ahead of the competition. Next Shaw is now leading the team. Patrick only 2 points behind him though. Where was perfect? Look at Nylander. He jumped up a couple spots, jumped over Horvat. Sorry, my voice is kind of hurting. My throat is scratching me here. 26 points in 50 games. That's fine. I think that's actually pretty good for a second liner. Is that going to be enough to give him a big boost in the offseason? Maybe not. Patrick's still putting up the points, though. I'm going to leave it at that. Let me go check out team stats. What are we doing bad? We're doing something wrong. Goals for and goals against. 18 power play and 80% penalty kill. Yeah, I got to change up the penalty kill for sure. What do we got? Where are we now? We're still 4th last in the league, but like I said, a couple wins and we're going to be up at around 20th. I don't know. Do you think I should try and not tank, but maybe not go purposely to do good? I would, again, a tweener team. There's not much to say about the team. Let's go to progress reports. Do we have anybody? Demko grew 5. All natural growth, which is great to see. No young guys. What about in the system? Delandra, he jumped up over 10 overall already, so that's perfect to see. Where is Kontos? He's at a 79 already. Wow, I said that. When he's 20 years old, he'll be around 80 overall, and he is. That is great. Playmaker, passing could be better. Passing definitely needs to be worked on. Good growth in shooting for sure. Everything's growing. That's nice to see. Where is my man, though? Jolovi, where are you? He doesn't have any growth. Morale, yeah, he's got a bit of morale, but no natural growth. He's an 81, though. What is he, I wonder? 81. I'm going to check that off, and then I'm going to leave you guys here. I just want to see if he is a top 6 player yet. I don't expect him to be, but, yeah, let's check it out. What is he? Go to the trade block, or not trade block, but trading with Jolovi. Holy crap! Was his potential always that high? I feel like it jumped up a little bit. Maybe not. He's still a depth defenseman. With the morale boost, though, 87 shot blocking and stick checking. Maybe I should bring him up to the NHL. Maybe not. Where is Nylander? They still have good trade value. Alex Nylander, I didn't take a look at him, but he's got great development, it looks like. 94 passing, 93 puck control. That is with the boost, though, not naturally. Looking good, looking good. Does Hutton have any? Not yet. Let's take a look at Demko. Is he still 83 overall? Let's take a look at his stats. .904 and 2.9. I'm fine with that as a rookie. I'm fine. 83 overall. Can't really expect much more. If I missed anything in this episode that was obvious, let me know. What do you think of the team? I think we're in the right direction for sure. I think we're going to have a better season. I do feel like we're going to have a better end of the season. It's just due. A lot of the players are growing, so as the season goes on, the team will continue to get better and better. 90 offense, 92 defense. We're bound to have a little bit of a winning streak eventually.